All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're zeroing in on a really specific, honestly powerful compliance tool for the food industry. We're talking about the Bizmanualz ISO 22000 Seguridad de los Alimentos Procedimientos, or Food Safety Procedures Manual. And for those keeping track, that's SKU ABR 219M. Look, if your organization is staring down the barrel of compliance, you already know that building a framework from the ground up, it's a massive headache. The food industry is under constantly growing pressure to prove it can control safety hazards. So what we're going to do right now is a bit of a digital unboxing. We're going to look exactly at what you get when you purchase this specific product and how it tackles those intense global standards head-on.
So let me start off by hooking your attention with a pretty direct question. Do you need to implement HACCP quickly? HACCP, of course, stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points. It's that core industry program designed to protect our food production from biological, physical, and chemical hazards all the way from the farm to the table. And if you're watching this, you know for a fact that building a compliant plan from zero takes an unbelievable amount of time. If you're short on hours, or staff, or just the resources to draft a policy manual totally from scratch, stick around, because I'm going to show you why this product is exactly the rapid deployment solution you've kind of been waiting for.
First things first, let's clearly define what this actually is, just so we're all on the exact same page. This is not some abstract, thick textbook on food safety theory. No, this is a highly practical, ready-to-use digital toolkit. Literally, it's a fully downloadable, completely editable Microsoft Word manual packed with pre-written policies and procedures. And they're specifically designed to hit your ISO 22000 and HACCP requirements. You literally just hit download and boom. The heavy lifting of harmonization, making sure you meet food safety requirements wherever you do business, is basically already laid out for you. Now, you might be wondering, okay, who is this actually built for? Well, the target audience spans the entire food supply chain. We're talking food manufacturers, suppliers, producers, everyday food handlers, and yeah, even auditors. It really doesn't matter the size of your operation or where you're geographically located, these professionals can use this exact manual to establish optimal, internationally recognized food safety standards. It creates a framework that proves your system meets exactly what your customers and the regulatory bodies are demanding.
Okay, let's actually dive into this and see exactly what you get when you click buy. We're going to unpack the inventory step by step, because when you're dealing with compliance documentation, you need to know exactly what structural pieces you're actually working with. Let's take a look inside. Right out of the gate, 21. The entire core of this manual is built on 21 fully pre-written food safety policies and procedures. When you download this Bizmanualz product, you instantly receive these highly specific, rigorous documents that cover the 7 core principles of HACCP. I mean, we're talking pre-written procedures for hazard analysis, supplier evaluation, receiving and inspection, internal auditing, managing prerequisite programs, the whole shebang. It is the absolute core of your food safety management system, entirely drafted and just waiting for your specific tweaks.
And immediately supporting those procedures? 43. There are 43 corresponding food safety forms. I think this really illustrates the sheer volume of ready-made content you're getting here. Think about it. You don't have to design your own audit logs, or your temperature check sheets, or supplier verification forms while staring at a blank blinking cursor. The formatting, the required fields, everything you actually need to document your HACCP compliance day in and day out, and crucially, prove it to an auditor, it's all sitting right there in those 43 forms.
But wait, it doesn't stop with just procedures and forms. The manual comes packed with some pretty fantastic bulleted extras. You get a comprehensive ISO 22000 introduction, a detailed how-to preparation guide, a fully fleshed out example food safety manual, and even pre-written job descriptions. Let me tell you that how-to guide and the example manual, total game changers. They make the actual implementation process so much easier, because you're not just handed a pile of raw tools, you're given the exact blueprint on how to customize and deploy them. So when you tally all of this up, you're looking at over 450 pages of practical documentation, all of it laid out in the proper ISO format. Just pause and think about the tangible value here. Over 450 pages represents, well, literally hundreds of hours of highly specialized writing, formatting, and complex cross-referencing work, and it's already been done for you. It's a massive shortcut to getting your business certified and fully operational.
Let's put this into perspective and compare the 2 paths you could take to compliance. On one side, you have writing from scratch. This is the old, frustrating, incredibly slow way of drafting policies. I mean, you're looking at endless meetings, drafting, reviewing, agonizing over specific ISO terminology. It can stall your progress completely. Then, on the other side, you have the Bizmanualz advantage, editable Word templates. It's night and day, really. Why on earth would you start with a blank page when you can start with a thoroughly researched, pre-formatted document and simply fill in your company's specific operational details?
The workflow for this is remarkably simple and fast. It really comes down to these 3 steps. Step 1, instant download. The exact second you purchase, the files are yours. Step 2, customize in Microsoft Word. There's no clunky proprietary software you have to learn, no locked PDFs you can't edit. It's just familiar MS Word. You open it, tweak what you need, and hit save. And step 3, implement ISO 22000 quickly. This product completely removes that bureaucratic friction that usually drags out compliance, allowing you to speed up your path to certification and just start reaping the benefits.
All right, let's methodically review the purchase terms, just so you know exactly what's guaranteed. The format is fully editable MS Word. Delivery is instant download. You have total freedom to customize every single word to match your site-specific layout. But the absolutely most crucial point here, a 30-day money-back guarantee. Bizmanualz is so incredibly confident that this toolkit is going to save you time and streamline your compliance that they make the purchase entirely risk-free.
Which naturally brings us to the investment. Currently, this comprehensive manual is available for a discounted price of $195. That's down from its original price of $395. For an entire 450-page compliance framework, that is an incredible bargain. I mean, to put that into perspective, you couldn't hire a compliance consultant for a single hour to even outline a table of contents for that price, let alone have them deliver the entire ready-to-customize manual.
So what's the ultimate takeaway here? Why would you waste weeks of your valuable time writing compliance documents completely from scratch when the exact solution you need is just a click away? Get your manual today at bizmanualz.com. Secure your food safety standards, get that ISO 22000 framework in place, and honestly, get back to running your business. In an industry where a single compliance failure can be absolutely catastrophic, I'll leave you with this. Can you really afford to rely on a framework built entirely from scratch?